guys, so I just woke up about 15 minutes ago, and I just came out here because when I wake up I just like coming to sit out here because it's super cold inside, and I enjoy sitting here in the mornings. Right now it's super early in the morning, so I like to sit out here and just watch the pool, and just the view is so beautiful, and I just like sitting out here when I wake up. That is why my voice is a little robot-y. But so in this video I'm going to be showing you guys what it's like being in quarantine, and what it's like being in obligatory quarantine and mandatory quarantine, because you guys have asked me like what is it like, and I posted a poll on Instagram asking you guys like, I'm in mandatory quarantine, what do you want me to film, because I want to feel like I'm being productive. I don't want to feel like I'm doing absolutely nothing for 2 weeks, and you guys have told me to like a day in your life or to like whatever. So I'm just going to be doing that today and over the upcoming days. So that is what this is going to be about. I am hoping to get enough footage to put this in like a series kind of thing, like a part 1, 2 and 3. So that is what I'm hoping for. Also, I am not using my microphone right now, so I hope that the sound is good, just because I don't know why and how that happened, but I forgot my tripod in the Netherlands, so I don't have anything to put my camera onto. So right now I am just putting it against this toaster. But so basically that is it. So right now I just have this robe on because I want to be like a little warm or whatever, and I'm just going to start by telling you guys how everything happened in the beginning. So what happened was, when you first want to come to Curacao, I mean under these circumstances, in normal circumstances you can just book your ticket and you're gone. But because of this whole COVID thing going on in the world and the pandemic and all that stuff, you need to actually get permission from the government. So I had to do a petition so that the government would allow me to return to Curacao. And also because I am not a resident of Curacao, I do live in the Netherlands. That means that I am not a top priority. So that means that I have to do a petition, and they have to like do an overview and see like if I have good reasons that I want to come and all that good stuff. So after I got the approval that I was allowed to come to Curacao, they informed me like of all the prices, things you have to pay, the things you have to do, and all the things you have to take into consideration before just booking a flight and go. So the first thing was, you don't set the date, the government sets the date. So you just have to be like ready for whenever they say like, okay, your flight is next week, you have to be ready to go. So that's the first thing. And also you have to pay for the quarantine yourself. So if you're a resident of Curacao, you do get the quarantine paid by the government. So the quarantine is funded by the government. They do pay your quarantine stay or whatever you want to call it. But because again I do not live here, I had to pay that myself. The price was 3,900 something guilders, and in total it was like 4,000 something, because you do also have to pay for the COVID test. So that is also something I'm going to be talking about and hopefully showing you guys. But so I mean, because we're in quarantine because of the coronavirus situation, you do have to do a coronavirus test. So at the end of your stay, you will have to do a corona test to make sure that you're negative before they let you out in public and something bad happens. So right now it is my 4th day. Right now I am just getting the hang of it a little bit, like how the days go and all that stuff. And so far so good. I don't have any complaints. When you arrive at Curacao, so when I arrived at Curacao, there was a bus, I mean a couple of buses that were there to pick us up. First of all, the flight was super funny because we were only 12 people on the flight. That was so funny because I mean, I expected that the flight would be like a minimal number of people, but I didn't expect it to be so few people. So when I got on board and I heard one of the flight attendants say to the other like, there's only 16 people on this flight, right? And the other one say, no, there are 12. I'm like, 12? So I was already in my mind thinking like, okay, first of all, I'm gonna switch seats because nah, if there's only 12 people in here, I can sit wherever I want. So I just waited, and when the flight was like, we were like flying for 1 hour, I just asked the flight attendant like, hey ma'am, can I change my seats? She was like, there's plenty of seats, you can change wherever you want. So I was like, okay. So I started changing seats, you know. And also, if you guys have followed my previous vlogs, you guys already know I hate flying. I get super sick. So that was very good for me because I was able to walk around, and also I don't get any sleep during flights. It doesn't matter if it's a 10-hour flight like this one, I don't sleep. So the fact that I was able to walk around, you know, feel a little bit more comfortable, that was very great. When we arrived, like I said, there was a couple of buses waiting for us. So they tell you like, okay, you're in this bus and you're in that one. So we just got straight into the buses and we left. They told us there like where we were going to stay, but actually I knew already, but they told us like, okay, you're going to stay at this hotel. So it's like, okay, perfect. So we came here, we arrived at the hotel. I think we arrived Curacao at like 4 p.m. and we arrived at the hotel at about like 6 because the process takes a little bit, you know. They need to put your luggage in the buses and do all that extra stuff. But we arrived here at about 6, and then we had to like sign a couple of papers, and they had to give us like a whole speech. So the first thing they do is they check you into your room. They give you like the key card. They tell you like, this is your room. If you need anything, we will glad to help you, blah 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 blah. And then they give you like a, what is that called? They give you like an envelope. And girl, if you don't stop bothering me. So they give you like an envelope, and in this envelope you have a couple of coupons, and on all of these coupons there are different meals written down. So you have breakfast, lunch and dinner. And for example, when it's breakfast time, you have to take the breakfast coupon, one of them, go to the restaurant, get your breakfast. When it's lunchtime, you have to get the lunch coupon, go to the restaurant and get your lunch. So that's basically how it goes. And they also gave us like a couple of forms for us to fill out. And the forms were, oh my god, it's raining. Oh my god, it's raining. Okay, let me just wrap this up. So they gave us a couple of forms to fill out, and in these forms you have to fill out like what you want to eat for your whole stay, or maybe it was like half of your stay. You have to fill out everything you want to eat. So every day there's different menu options that you can choose from depending on if you're vegetarian or if you don't like something or if you have a certain preference. So breakfast is the same every day, but with that I mean there's a lot of options and you can choose one of everything. So for example, the first sentence would be like, I do have a picture of the form, so I can plug one on the screen. But for example, breakfast is like white bread or brown bread. You can choose one. You can choose like scrambled eggs, omelette, or boiled eggs. You can choose one. So there's a lot of options. So like if you want eggs every day, you can still eat like boiled this day and scrambled the next day and omelette the day after. So that's basically how it goes. And I think the breakfast is delicious, no complaints, I love it. Now when it comes to lunch and dinner, I do have a little bit of an issue just because I am a picky eater. So there's a couple of things that I don't like, there's a couple of things that I don't eat and all that stuff, but the food is delicious. and you know, you can see that they really put the effort and thought into it. I will plug a couple of the pictures of food on the screen so you guys can get an idea for what we get for lunch, and I will also put a couple of pictures so you guys can get an idea of what you get for dinner. Now the thing about being in quarantine is it's not as fun as most of you guys think. So you think like, oh my god, you're in quarantine in a hotel, like what is there to complain about? Well, you're not allowed to be outside 24/7, and with that I mean everyone has like this little wristband, like mine is orange, and that means that everyone that has this wristband can go outside at the same time slots that I can go outside. There's a couple of people from the USA in here. They told us that they were a couple of doctors that came from the USA to help at the hospital here, and they have a pink wristband. So we are differentiated by our different color wristbands, and like for me, I have the orange one. That means that different days I'm allowed to go out at different hours. So the only like downfall is you're allowed to be outside 4 hours of the day. So okay, it's raining super hard now. I just have to go inside and finish this video up because you guys can't hear me. Okay, so I just came inside to finish off this part of the video before I go get my breakfast. But so as I was saying, you're allowed to be outside 4 hours of the day. That means that, for example, today, right, so today I'm allowed to be outside from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And with being outside, I mean jogging, doing sports, walking around, you know, sitting at the pool, swimming, and all that good stuff. And also you have to keep in consideration that when you're outside, you have to wear your face mask at all times, except for when you're doing sports and when you're swimming and all that stuff. But for example, right now I'm going to get my breakfast, so I do have to wear my face mask because I am going to be in like contact, you can say, with other people and other guests and also the staff, so I have to wear my face mask for my protection and for their. Now the thing about being outside for 4 hours is, like for me today, I am allowed to be outside from 9 to 1, and the people with the pink wristbands are allowed to be outside from 2 to 6. So that is why they do it like that, so they can give all of us the same like chances of being outside, and so everyone can enjoy the pool, and so the outside places don't get crowded because everyone wants to be outside at the same time. Also, I have to say the security is very good. Like they also keep everyone in check. Like when they see you without your mask, they be like, can you please put your mask on? That hasn't happened to me because I wear my mask because I'm scared. But because, you know, I find it very good that they do it like that. When I come back from eating my breakfast and all that stuff, I'm going to show you guys what the room looks like, because we have to. Oh, also one thing I forgot to mention, you are allowed to like have people bring you stuff in here, but you have to make sure that it's not something illegal. And I know it sounds dumb, but people have tried to bring in guns and you know, weapons, drugs, and a lot of illegal stuff in here, and the security has like called the police and all that stuff because they have found weapons and stuff in here. So the one thing they told us on the first day is like, people can bring you stuff. They can bring you food, they can bring you everything that you need, they can bring you clothes, they can bring you whatever it is that you want, snacks, they can bring you anything. But the person must, number one, have an ID, because so they can write down like, okay, this person brought this to this other person. And you also have to make sure that it's not something illegal, because they're going to take it away and they're going to call the police. So it's better for you and for the other person to just don't do it. Don't do it, you know, just don't. So my mom has brought me food, she's brought me snacks, she's brought me hot dogs, she's brought me shampoos and all that stuff. When they bring you stuff, you're not allowed to go get it yourself, because of course I'm not allowed to be in contact with her. So my mom has to leave it at like the security, and the security will bring it to the front desk and they will check it, and then the front desk will either call me on the phone that's right behind me, or like they will call me like, hey, there's something here for you, can you come pick it up? or they will just bring it up depending on if there's someone else at the front desk like that can stay there. The other person will just come and bring it up, so that's super nice. So that's basically a little bit of all the like general information. Right now I'm going to go get my breakfast. I will try to take you guys with me, but if there's a lot of people, I'm not going to be using my phone because I do have to carry the food to my room. So let's try and do that. I'm going to change into like some pajamas type of clothing, like sweatpants and a little bit of baggy shirt, and I will meet you guys in a second. So we just had lunch. So what I did was I went swimming, then I came back, washed my hair using the hotel shampoo, horrible. Then I tried like styling my hair a little bit, and now I'm just going to be chilling in my room watching some videos on YouTube, so I can, you know, do something before I go outside. And when it's dinner time, I'm going to be outside, so I'm going to eat my dinner at 5. No, I'm kidding. Dinner time is 5:30, so I'm going to go outside and get my food at 5:30. Then I'm going to eat my food out there, just, you know, like literally out there, and not bring it up to my room. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to be just staying outside for a little while so I can edit this video and upload it on YouTube so it can go live next week. So it's not going live this week because this week I already have a video of me putting on a ponytail that's going to be going live on my channel. So this video is going to be going live next week. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Right now I'm going to insert a clip of the room tour, or basically the apartment tour, so I can show you guys where everything is and all the amenities and all that good stuff that this apartment has. I do have 2 rooms just because one is on my name and the other one isn't, but they have a like connecting door so I can go in and out. This room where I'm actually standing in right now, it's just like a bedroom. So it is a bedroom, it has a full toilet, and that's that. And the other room, which connects via that door right there, the other room has another bedroom, and it has like a dining area, it has a living room type of area, it has the balcony, and it also has the kitchen area. So that's that. I'm going to insert the clip right now that I filmed about the whole apartment. So when you first walk in, the first thing you're going to see is this dining table right here. And as you turn to your right, you're going to see we have a fridge right here, just a normal bin. We have a stove, toaster, coffee maker, microwave, a couple of vitamin C's right there to keep the immune system high, and you know, just normal kitchen supplies. And as you turn to this area, oh, we also have a like drying rack behind the refrigerator. And then right here you get the actual dining table. Let me put this on here. So we have the dining table. It has 4 different chairs, the laptop right here, and as you walk in you have this big like cabinet where you can store all your stuff. I don't know what I would store in here, but you know, it's here. And then you also have this little like sitting area. Right here you can sit to watch TV. The TV is right here, so this is basically the TV. That's just my perfume and my stuff. And you know, this is the lamp that is hanging right here and above the sitting area, sorry. And as you keep walking, you can go outside. So as we go outside, this is the outside, this is the balcony area. So you have a 2-seater right here. and then two single chairs right here, and this is the view. It is beautiful. So when I'm standing in this balcony, I can clearly see the pool right there, and right there you can also see that part right there is where we take our food. So that's the restaurant area. And you know, this is just my overall view. These are the other rooms. People are staying in quarantine in all of these rooms, so these are just all the rooms and all the sitting areas that are there out here, and just, you know, people chilling next to the pool and all that stuff. So this is my balcony, and as we go back inside, you guys can clearly see the areas that I showed you before. So the kitchen, so when we come into that door, we have the kitchen, the dining area, and this little sitting area right here. Now we can move on. So now I'm standing again in the entryway, and if I turn to my left, now I can go to the rooms. This is the other room. It has its own front door, which I'm going to show you guys in just a minute. But let's go to the right. Let me turn this light on. So this is the hallway. This is one of the bathrooms. Don't know what happened to this door, so let's ignore that. So this is the bathroom, and this is one of the rooms. Basically, this is just what the room looks like. There are a couple of canvas paintings, and it has two windows that lets in just enough light for it to be super bright, but not like too overpowering. Basically, this is what the room looks like. And on this side, you can store your clothes in here and all that stuff. And right there, there's a mirror. So that is basically it. You just have your phone, a lamp, and now we can go into the other room, which is this room, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Right now I'm just sitting on my bed. I'm about to start taking my makeup off and just take a shower and, you know, prepare for me to be chilling in bed, because it's getting late for me, or it's gotten late for me, meaning, I mean, it's not late, the sun is still outside, but my time slot is over. I cannot go outside anymore for today, so I have to be inside. And if I'm going to be inside, I don't want to be wearing like makeup. Although I don't have like a full face, I don't have my color contact lenses, I don't have my eyelashes, I don't have foundation, I don't have all that stuff, but still I want to be like, you know, more comfortable, because I'm going to be just chilling, watching videos and all that stuff on TV. So yeah, I'm going to take my makeup off, take a shower, and just prepare for the rest of the day. That's going to be just chilling in here. And I saw a lot of people ask me on Instagram like, oh, but if you do have time slots, like that's like being in prison, like you can't do anything. And to be completely honest, like I don't experience it as being like locked in or being in prison. I mean, of course I'm not in prison, I'm in a freaking hotel, but like I don't experience it like that horrible, because I mean, if I didn't have time slots, maybe I would be outside right now, of course, but I don't feel like I would be 24/7 outside walking around. I mean, it's hot, so I don't want to be walking around sweating all day. So I think the 4 hours is a little bit like too little for me. Maybe if it was like 6 hours a day you're allowed to be outside, that would be better for me, just because, you know, I like being outside. But it's not like I want to be outside 24/7 and like this is so horrible. Like, no, my overall experience of this quarantine, this mandatory quarantine is just great. I mean, I've been here for a couple of days already and I don't have any complaints. If the food is something that I don't eat or something that I don't find tasty, I just ask my mom or someone else to bring me something else to eat. Also, I think I'm going to keep vlogging for you guys just because I posted on Instagram and you guys seem to want to see like a lot of quarantine stuff and all that stuff. So I mean, whoops, I mean, I have to be in here for 14 days, so I have plenty of time to vlog and to film and create more content for you guys. So I'm going to make sure to do that, so stay posted for that. That was it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog, that you got the information that you wanted, and that you were entertained. If you did, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because it helps me out a lot and it lets me know what you guys want to see, what type of content you want to see based on the like. If you didn't like this video, I mean, of course, don't give it a thumbs up. But if you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up so I can know like, okay, this is the type of video that you guys want to see. This is the type of content that I should create more of. So that's good for me to know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because you keep coming back to my videos anyway, so you might as well subscribe, become part of the family. And what else? Oh, turn on your bell notification so you get a notification every time that I upload, so you can be the first person to watch. And also follow me on my social media. I will leave them on the screen: Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, boom, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.